Hey friends, welcome aboard. It's time for your July 2024 Cape Coral Golf Access Canal Home Real Estate Market Update. Dreaming of parking your boat in your own backyard? Endless days of island hopping? This report will keep you in the know. Why is inventory starting to decrease? Are there any buyers in Cape Coral this summer? Are prices finally dropping? I'm Berry Cessna, your Cape Coral real estate agent, and I'm here to guide you through the maze of headlines and YouTube noise to uncover the facts. Today we're diving deep into the numbers that truly drive our market. What are homes actually selling for? Does a decrease in inventory signal an increase in prices? Should you be making moves in or out of the market? I have the facts you need to make informed decisions about your next steps in the Cape Coral real estate scene. Remember, the headlines often paint an incomplete picture. That's where I come in. Whether you're considering buying, selling, relocating, or investing in Cape Coral, I'm here to provide you with the insight and guidance that you will need. Schedule a video consultation with me by clicking that link in the description below, and let's navigate this market together. Your slice of boating paradise is waiting. All right, let's dive into the numbers and uncover the real story behind the Cape Coral real estate market. Hey friends, welcome in. It's Berry Cessna, your Cape Coral waterfront specialist. And today we've got the Golf Access Canal Homes July 2024 market update. A lot of great information to go over. If you've been dreaming of owning a home where you can park your boat right in your backyard, navigate out to the Gulf of Mexico for a day of island hopping, fishing, or maybe sailing off to the islands, Cape Coral might be the place for you. So go ahead and let's take a look at this amazing market update. It's going to give you the inside step on what's happening here in the city of Cape Coral. This market report is for Golf Access Canal Homes only. We're going to look at the month of June, 30 days back. We're going to look back 90 days to the month of March 2023, and then an entire year back to June 2023. Can get an update on exactly what's going on. So let's go ahead and jump right in. First thing we're going to look at is market indicators. Market indicators tell us what's going on in the market. We need to look at the numbers. We need to understand the numbers in order to understand the trends and what's happening. So first we're going to look at inventory. This is how many homes are currently available for sale in the city of Cape Coral. Single family homes on a Golf Access Canal. Next up, we're going to look at median price point. 50% of the homes sold above this amount, 50% of the homes sold below this amount. Next up is days on the market. How many days is a home sitting on the market prior to going under contract? Closed sales. How many closed sales did we have in the month of June? And we're going to compare that to the month of March and then 1 year back to June 2023. First thing we're going to look at is active inventory. How many homes are currently available? June 2024. We currently have 672 Golf Access Canal homes available for sale here in the city of Cape Coral. March 2024, we have 731 homes available. And then June 2023, 451 homes available. Now, back in March 2024, we did actually get closer to like 760 homes available. That jumped up quite a bit with season being here. However, we have dropped continuously over the last couple of months. So we're currently sitting at 672 homes available here in the city of Cape Coral. I expect that number to level out, maybe stay right around that same, maybe drop just a little bit for next month, because we're not seeing as many new homes come to the market right now. But we do have buyers here as well still buying homes. So we're going to monitor that number. Next up, we have median price point. June 2024, we had a median price point of $720,000. March 2024, $770,500. And June 2023, $777,000. So as you can see, that number is quite a bit lower than where it was in March. What that tells me is that what typically happens here during season is we have a lot of buyers here. And then the investors wait till the end of season to see what's happening. And then they come in and buy up the homes that didn't sell during season. Typically, they need a little bit of work, a lot of upgrades, things like that. And so they'll go in and buy those at a discounted price, which will bring the overall median price point down. What I did notice also is the actual price per square foot went up. So people are paying more per square foot. They're just not getting as big of houses, which translates as well to smaller houses selling, like the ones that investors might buy to fix up and then turn and sell once we get back to season next year. So 720,000 median price point for a Golf Access Canal home, 50% sold for more than that amount, 50% sold for below that amount. Next up is days on the market. June 2024, they're sitting on the market for 55 days before going under contract. March 2024, 54 days, and then June 2023, 43 days. So we're not very far off from where we were a year ago. And as you can see, that fluctuates quite a bit throughout the months. right now at 55 days on the market. That's pretty average from where we've been for the last 12 months. Throughout the summer, I do expect that to start to go up just a bit as we get into the end of the summer months before it starts going down once again into the late fall. Closed sales, June 2024, we had 71 closed sales for Gulf Access Canal homes here in the city of Cape Coral. March 2024, 98 closed sales. That was huge in March. That's a high number, one of the highest numbers we've had in quite a while. June 2023, we're at 76 homes sold in the month of June 2023. Now that number 71 here for June 2024, I do expect that to go up. I like to get the numbers out as quick as possible to you. And so over the next few days, we're going to have some more homes going into the MLS showing closed. I do expect that to get up to about 85, 86 homes closed sales, Gulf Access here in the city of Cape Coral for the month of June 2024. We did have a very strong season. That's something I want to point out. Last year, a lot of people were still sitting on the sidelines and waiting. This year, we still have people sitting on the sidelines and waiting. Don't think that's not happening, because I talk to a lot of people that say, Barry, I just want to see what happens. Let's see what happens with the election. Let's see what happens with interest rates. So there are still a lot of people waiting. However, if you look at the amount of sales that we had over the last few months during our season, people were buying. People with money were buying. The second homeowners, they were coming down for the season. They were finding homes that they liked here on the Gulf Access Canals, and they were buying dream homes. They said, the heck with this. I'm not spending another winter in the north. Cleveland, Ohio can enjoy itself in winter. I'm going to enjoy my winter in Cape Coral, Florida. And so we just see a lot of homes being sold here over the season, and I anticipate seeing that going up as we get into the fall as well, as more and more people are deciding to stop waiting. They thought it was going to be a quick process with the interest rates. However, that's been dragged out with the election. We know when that's going to be over, but to be honest, I don't think it's going to bring prices down at all once the election's over, no matter who gets into office. So if anything, I think if Trump gets in, prices are going to go up. If Biden stays in, prices are still going to continue to go up, just at a slower pace. So if you want to be here in Southwest Florida, now's a great time to take advantage of people sitting on the sidelines waiting. Other key numbers to take a look at. Sold price per square foot was $406 a square foot for a Gulf Access Canal home here in the city of Cape Coral. List price received, 95.2%. So people with Gulf Access Canal homes are willing to negotiate. Oftentimes these homes are harder to price, so they're not getting priced correctly from the beginning. And so buyers are coming in and offering a lower amount. And if it's been sitting on the market for a long enough time, or if the seller really wants to sell it, they're willing to negotiate a lower price point. So we're seeing that come in at about 95% of what the list price was. New listings is only 127 for the Gulf Access homes for the month of June. That dropped quite a bit. We've been seeing right around 180, 170, somewhere in that. We actually got above 200 back in January. It was 250, I believe it was, something like that. And so 127 new homes coming to the market in June has dropped off quite a bit. And that's also with people understanding how the market works here, and there's not as many buyers here now. So there's not as many homes coming to the market. However, if you are a buyer here, you can oftentimes find a good one that comes to the market that hasn't been bought up the first day. Months of inventory, currently sitting at 9.5 months of inventory here in the city of Cape Coral. Anything over 6 months is considered a buyer's market. So we are in a buyer's market for these Gulf Access Canal homes. The overall market, we're sitting at just below 6%. Just below 6 months. However, with these Gulf Access Canal homes, they're priced a little higher, and they do sit on the market a little higher or a little longer. So 9.5 months of inventory. Once I believe the final closed sales come in for the month of June, that number is probably going to tick down to about 8.7 months of inventory. However, we're still in a buyer's market, meaning that sellers are willing to negotiate with the buyers. Other key numbers to be aware of: inflation peaked at 9.1% back in June 2022. We're now sitting at 3.3%. A target of 2% is what the Federal Reserve wants to see. However, we've been having a hard time getting there, as we've been right around 3.2, 3.3, 3.1 the last several months. Interest rates peaked at 8.01% back in November 2023. We're currently sitting at 6.99%. We were expecting and hoping that interest rates would drop here over the next few months. We're expecting a handful of drops for the year 2024. However, we're just not going to see that happen now, as the Federal Reserve has come in and said there may be one more drop by the end of the year, but we don't know exactly what's going to happen. So we're looking at the numbers, As long as inflation stays up at 3%, the rates aren't going to drop much. Unemployment is at 4%. We were at about 3.7, 3.8, 3.9. So we are ticking up on the unemployment. Unemployment is another number that could drive interest rates down. If unemployment goes high enough, interest rates will start getting cut. Now, our target is 6.5%. And we've been talking about that for several months, well over a year, that if we get to that 6.5%, again, we expect to see things loosen up. We're already seeing people start to sell homes. They're getting tired of waiting. They understand that they need to get on to the next stage of their life. And so they are selling, and we are seeing buyers come back into the market as well, like we just talked about. However, that 6.5 is really a mental game, because when people can see that 6.5 go, I believe a lot of buyers are going to flock into the market, and we're going to see a lot of homes being bought, which in turn will make prices go up. A lot of people say, Barry, when interest rates go down, more people are going to sell, creating more inventory. When more inventory comes, that means prices are going to drop. But that's just not the case. When people sell, they typically buy another house. So it's kind of crosses itself out. And with that being said, if people sell their house in the north, Cleveland, Columbus, Detroit, Chicago, wherever you're from, if you sell your house there and you relocate to here, that means you're not buying a house there, you're buying a house here, which means more people are flocking to this area buying houses than are being sold. So something to keep in mind, that logic really doesn't work itself out. If interest rates fall below 6.5%, I truly expect us to see a huge rush into this market and prices start to jump pretty rapidly. So pay attention to interest rates, pay attention to what's going on. Supply, current inventory is 2,691 homes available here in the city of Cape Coral. It's a lot of homes for sale. However, we were sitting closer to 2,900 back in March. This month, at 2,691 homes available, that's a 55% increase over last year. So it is a pretty big jump. However, we are starting to swing back the other direction. For a healthy market here in the city of Cape Coral, we want to sit at about 2,400 to 2,500 homes available. That means there's plenty of homes for the buyers. That means the sellers aren't giving homes away, and everyone's getting along just fine. So we're barely over that $2,400, $2,500 mark, or 2,500 home range. And this is single family homes here in the city of Cape Coral. I think we have a very healthy market right now, and everything is running very smoothly. We're not falling apart. Median price points are staying pretty healthy overall in the market, and inventory is actually starting to decrease. So we'll keep an eye on that. Demand, population is estimated right now at 231,000 people. Over the next 6 years, we're expected to hit 250,000 people. And by 2050, we're going to be 328,000 people. What that means is we have a lot of demand here in Cape Coral and a lot of demand heading this way. So I don't know if you've been around the city of Cape Coral, but there are certain areas where they've built large luxury apartment complexes, and they continue to build them. They have one that's just finishing up right now in downtown Cape Coral, and they have another one they're in the process of building over there on Bimini Bay. So there's a lot of growth coming here, and these large companies, these large investors are expecting a lot of people to move here. What that means to the real estate market is when these people move here, and I mean, they've already been moving here, but as they continue to move here, prices will keep going up as real estate becomes more and more limited. The southern part of Cape Coral, a large majority of the lots have been built out, meaning there's not a lot of space to build. The northern part of Cape Coral has seen enormous growth over the last few years. However, there are still a lot of lots and land available. But as that's getting bought up, we keep seeing land value prices continue to go up. They've never gone down in the last 3 or 4 years. We just keep seeing them go up because investors keep buying and building new houses. What that means for you is you can get a great value now on these new houses, but once these lots get built up, the values will continue to rise on the houses as there's less and less available and more competition as people come into the market. So keep that in mind. Next up is now the time to buy. Right now you have many great options. If you're in a position to buy one of these Gulf Access Canal homes, it's a great time to buy because you have a little competition and a lot of options to choose from. So once you find the right home, we can go in and negotiate that price for you and get you the great rate. And before you know it, you'll be spending your winters in Southwest Florida. That's number 2. Why wait? Your lifestyle is waiting. If you're up there waiting in the north, waiting for prices to come down, waiting for this, waiting for that, waiting for the election, waiting for interest rates to drop. You're just waiting. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your life. You could be down here in Cape Coral enjoying the sunshine, enjoying the warmth, enjoying the Gulf, and a great day out on the Gulf of Mexico. So dig deep, think hard, and start living life. Election year. A lot of people are sitting on the sidelines for the election. They're concerned that things are just going to fall apart after the election. However, if we stay the same, if Biden stays in office, the status quo will remain. Prices will continue to go up. We're kind of in a leveling phase right now. They're not going up. They're not going down. However, they will eventually start to go back up again. If Trump gets in, a lot of the buyers that buy here in the Cape Coral market are waiting for Trump to be in office, for deregulation, for a lot of things to be happening as far as their money goes, and they're willing to spend the money. So if Trump gets into office, I believe we're going to see a lot of people spending a lot of money here in the city of Cape Coral, which in turn will make prices jump rather rapidly. So either way, you can get ahead in the game. If you're in a position to buy and you've always been dreaming of having a Gulf access canal home or a boat sitting in your backyard, now's a great time to buy. Is now the time to sell? Well, if you're in a position to sell, if you need to sell, you want to sell, we can definitely talk about that. There's a lot of great options right now to sell your house. However, inventory is a little higher than average. There's a lot of options right now on the market, so you do have to be very competitive. If you're going to sell your house, it needs to stand out above the rest, either in what it's offering, amenities, views, or price. You have to know exactly what to offer. There's so many different things that can affect the price, from elevation to location, that we need to know exactly what you have to deal with. And a trained real estate agent like myself can come in and take a look at exactly what you have and then compare it to the other sold homes in the area to find out the right price for you. If it makes sense, great. If not, then you can hold on to it and wait for prices to go up. But it really needs to be priced correctly if you want to sell it. When they're priced correctly, they sell quickly. We have a lot of buyers here in the area. They are buying, but they're trying to buy and get the best deal for their money. But they're not really, everyone's, if you're selling right now, you're still making a lot of money compared to what that home was valued at just a few short years ago. And that concludes the market update for Gulf Access Canal Homes here for July 2024. Hope you found some useful information. If you're thinking about buying, selling, investing, or relocating here to the city of Cape Coral, go ahead and reach out to me. Go ahead and click that link below. It's going to go ahead and connect you to my calendar, and I'd be happy to have a Zoom call with you to discuss what it is that you're looking to do here in the city of Cape Coral. You're also welcome to text me, email me, or give me a call, and we can start to plan your escape to the beautiful city of Cape Coral. Hope you're having a great day, making realty dreams a reality here in Cape Coral.